You've seen those AI images, right? The ones where something is just wrong? Hands with 6 fingers, animals blended together, things that defy physics? We laugh, we share them, we play AI versus real. We think, wow, AI can create some weird stuff. But what if I told you that Mother Nature was the original master of bizarre designs? What if I told you that creatures once roamed this planet that make AI fails look tame? Forget dinosaurs for a second. We're diving deeper into a time when evolution seemed to be throwing everything at the wall just to see what stuck. Creatures so strange, so alien, they look like glitches in the Matrix, like an AI generator having a very, very bad day. Today on WTFacts, we're unearthing 5 of the most mind-bending prehistoric animals that history tried to forget. Creatures so weird, you'll swear they were cooked up by an algorithm. Are you ready to question reality itself? Let's dig in. First up, meet Opabinia. And yes, you counted that right. Travel back with me about 500 million years to the Cambrian explosion, a time when life on Earth went absolutely wild with experimentation. Swimming in those ancient seas was this. Opabinia. It might look small, like a weird shrimp, but zoom in. See those things sticking up? Those are 5 eyes on stalks, like weird mushrooms, giving it almost 360-degree vision. Why 5? Nobody knows. Evolution was weird back then. But the weirdness doesn't stop there. Look at the front. That long, flexible thing? That's its proboscis, basically a vacuum cleaner nozzle, with a claw at the end. Imagine that. A flexible arm with pincers, used to grab soft-bodied prey from the seabed, and stuff it into its mouth, which was underneath its head, and faced backwards. When the fossil was first presented at a scientific meeting in the 1970s, the audience reportedly burst out laughing because it looked so utterly absurd, like a practical joke. For decades, scientists had no idea where Opabinia even fit on the tree of life. It was just Opabinia, a 5-eyed, nozzle-clawed WTFact from the dawn of complex life. Makes you wonder what other bizarre designs nature cooked up and then deleted from the code, right? Staying in the bizarre world of the Cambrian period, let's meet Hallucigenia. And yes, its name literally comes from the word hallucination, because when scientists first found its fossils, they thought they were tripping. It's basically a tiny worm-like creature. But look closer. It had multiple pairs of spindly, stilt-like legs for walking on the seafloor. Okay, weird, but maybe possible. But then look at its back, lined with sharp, terrifying spikes. For defense? Probably. But here's the real WT fact. For decades, paleontologists had it completely wrong. They thought the spikes were the legs it walked on, and the actual legs were weird tentacles sticking out of its back. They even reconstructed it, walking on its spikes, upside down. Can you imagine? Some poor scientist trying to figure out how this thing moved, balancing precariously on sharp spikes. It wasn't until better fossils were found in the 1990s that they realized their mistake. Those tentacles were the legs, and the spikes pointed up. Oh, and they also couldn't figure out which end was the head for the longest time. Hallucigenia is a prime example of how nature's experiments can be so alien that even our brightest minds struggle to comprehend them, flipping reality completely upside down. Looks like something an AI would generate if you typed worm, but make it confusing. Let's jump forward a couple 100 million years to the Permian period. Sharks were already ruling the seas, but one shark decided to take dental hygiene, or rather, dental weaponry, to a whole new level. Meet Helicoprion, the shark with a buzzsaw in its mouth. Look at this fossil. That bizarre spiral shape, those aren't shell fragments. Those are teeth. A continuous spiral whorl of teeth embedded in its lower jaw. For over a century after its discovery, scientists were completely baffled. How did this even work? Did the spiral hang out of its mouth like some kind of weird trunk? Did it sit on its nose? Was it on its tail fin? Early reconstructions were absolutely wild, showing the spiral in all sorts of crazy positions. Imagine a shark trying to swim with a giant circular saw dangling from its chin. It just didn't make sense. It took modern CT scans of well-preserved fossils, including the cartilage of the jaw, to finally solve the puzzle in the 2010s. The tooth whorl sat deep inside the lower jaw, rolling backwards like a conveyor belt or circular saw, likely used to slice through soft-bodied prey like squid. As new teeth grew in the back, older teeth were pushed forward into the center of the spiral. Still incredibly weird, but slightly less insane than wearing a buzzsaw as a necklace. Helicoprion is a WTFact reminding us that sometimes evolution produces features so bizarre they look like a weapon designed by a particularly imaginative AI. Okay, let's talk dinosaurs. We all know T-Rex, Triceratops. But what about Deinocheirus? For almost 50 years, this dinosaur was one of paleontology's biggest mysteries, known only from a single pair of gigantic arms, nearly 8 feet long, ending in terrifying curved claws. Just imagine finding only these arms. What kind of monstrous creature did they belong to? Speculation ran wild. Was it a colossal predator, even bigger than T-Rex, using these giant claws to rip prey apart? That's what many people thought. It was depicted in books and documentaries as this ultimate super killer. Then, in the 21st century, more complete skeletons were finally unearthed in Mongolia. And the reality was, well, a massive WTFact. Deinocheirus wasn't a sleek super predator. It was weird, really weird. It was enormous, yes, maybe 36 feet long. But it had a strange hump on its back, possibly for fat storage like a camel. It had a long neck leading to a small head with a toothless, duck-like bill. And those terrifying claws. Probably used for digging or pulling down branches, not tearing flesh. It was likely a slow-moving omnivore, maybe eating plants and fish. So, the creature everyone imagined as a nightmare killer turned out to be a giant, hump-backed, duck-billed, possibly feathered oddball. It just goes to show how fossils can fool us, and how nature's designs are often far stranger and less predictable than our imaginations, or even sometimes AI's attempts. We end our journey back where we started, in the Cambrian seas, with a creature that truly ruled its time. Anomalocaris, meaning abnormal shrimp. And abnormal it was. This thing was a giant for its era, reaching up to 3 feet long when most other life was tiny. It was arguably Earth's first apex predator. It had large, complex eyes on stalks, giving it excellent vision. It had 2 spiky appendages in front of its mouth, likely used for grabbing prey. And its mouth? Oh boy. It wasn't jaws like we know them. It was a bizarre circular plate made of sharp, tooth-like structures that could contract to crush shells or exoskeletons. But here's the ultimate WT fact about Anomalocaris. For decades, scientists didn't realize it was one creature. Its different body parts were found separately and classified as completely different animals. The grasping arms were thought to be the bodies of some kind of shrimp. The circular mouth was mistaken for a fossilized jellyfish, and the main body was believed to be a sea sponge. Imagine the paleontologist's face when they finally found a fossil with all the pieces connected. It was like finding out that a shrimp, a jellyfish, and a sponge were actually just different parts of the same terrifying swimming nightmare. Anomalocaris truly embodies the weirdness of early evolution, and how hard it can be to piece together reality from fragmented clues. A challenge we still face today, even with AI. So, what do you think? Opabinia's 5 eyes, Hallucigenia walking upside down, Helicoprion's buzzsaw jaw, Deinocheirus the duck dino, Anomalocaris the chimera. Real life, right? Not AI fails. It seems Mother Nature was the original surrealist artist, the original glitch generator, constantly experimenting with designs far stranger than anything we could imagine or prompt an AI to create. These creatures are WTFacts etched in stone, reminding us that reality itself is often bizarre, counterintuitive, and requires a sharp eye to truly understand. Just like navigating our modern world, filled with increasingly sophisticated AI fakes and digital illusions, the ability to look closely, question what seems obvious, and spot the anomalies. That's the crucial skill. And that's exactly what we train here at WTFacts. My daily AI versus real and fact or fiction shorts aren't just games. They're your gym for your reality detection muscles. They train your eye to see the details, to question the impossible, whether it's a 500 million-year-old fossil or a brand new AI video. Want to keep exploring the weirdest corners of reality and sharpening your skills? You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and join the WTFacts crew. Train with me every day. And now, the final question. Which of these prehistoric nightmares blew your mind the most? Or do you know of an even weirder creature history forgot? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks for watching this WTFacts Deep Dive. Peace.